Good evening and welcome to another match review for Arsenal. We just finished. I just finished watching the Paris Saint-Germain Arsenal game at the Parc des Princes in Paris. Final score: Arsenal 1, PSG 1. And yes, as you saw from my half-time match review, I thought Arsenal really did well to come back and salvage a point because if it wasn't for Ospina, we could have easily conceded another 3 or 4 goals. Arsenal looked so dire in the back four and from the midfield, and I have to give Wenger some huge stick for that because Xhaka should have been starting easily. Now, as you saw from that Watford game, you saw that Xhaka can obviously win the ball back easily. He's a great ball winner. And when you've got players like Verratti and Thiago Silva who build from the back, you obviously know that you're going to have to be on your game. And the sheer audacity to go with Alexis up front. I know he scored a goal today that brought us back into the game. I mean, fair play. It was a rebound from Iwobi's initial shot. But you can't just go up with someone up front with when you're going up against Thiago Silva, who's a world-class centre back. If you're going to play Alexis Sanchez, at least put Giroud up front. I mean, I know Giroud got sent off today in the 93rd minute, but we had so much potential to do well in this game. If we went with a 4-3-1-2 formation, for example, where we played Xhaka, Coquelin, and Cazorla all three together, and Sanchez and Giroud up front, I would have had more hope to win this game. But when I saw the team selection, it's like we came there to not even get a draw, but we just came thinking we knew we were going to get a loss. It's like we had no intention to get a win wrapped up on the board. I mean, how can you let Cavani just rip through like that in the first minute? The match has barely even started. I mean, because Cavani is absolutely bang average nowadays. I mean, he's nothing like he was at Napoli in Serie A. I mean, trust me, this video would have been even worse had we lost this game. Because if it was not for some great reflexes from Ospina in the second half, and fair play, he did up his game in that second half, we would be going. People in that stadium would be absolutely losing it. I mean, I was losing it at half time. I mean, the tactics again was absolutely shambolic. You know, the sheer arrogance to go in with a team like that. You don't even start Perez up front or even out on the wings. You start Iwobi, who's inexperienced. Yeah, he made some decent dribbles, but all these British players like Oxlade-Chamberlain, Walcott, Iwobi, who yes, who's Nigerian, but he's a homegrown player now because he's now came through the academy. All these players, who come through, all these British or homegrown players, they always seem to have this poor final end product on them. And, this is really what's getting on my nerves. Because, these are people, going for selection for the national teams, Nigeria and England. I mean, all they can do is run with the ball. Be Usain Bolt, like run, dribble with the ball, but I can't do nothing. I mean, what's the point? You could be Speedy Gonzalez, yeah, and you can't even finish. But the thing that absolutely disgusts me is how the audacity to leave a 35 million pound player on the bench. We thought that Wenger was leaving Xhaka on the bench because he wanted to rest Xhaka for a big European Cup game. But no, alas, he's been left on the bench in the biggest club competition of them all. I mean, what is the point anymore? This is the reason why I don't even go to European Cup games anymore. It's nothing to do with education. It's this reason. The defending, again, you let a 30-year-old Napoli sellout destroy you like that. I mean, it's lucky that in the second half, I had a Tottenham friend, a friend who supports Tottenham, going mad that Cavani couldn't even finish in the second half, and he was absolute crap. I mean, had he had his shooting boots on, we would have been absolutely destroyed. And if it wasn't for the heroics of Ospina, we would have been annihilated. And if Zlatan was there and not at Manchester United, we would have been beaten 5 or 6-1. And I doubt I don't even think we would have got a single goal tonight. I mean, that's how bad the defending was. But I just don't understand why we always start off in Europe like this. What is it about Arsenal in Europe that we always walk into this competition? We always fail. It's like we always want to start off our campaign so poorly. We've been doing this for years now. I mean, one final in 20 plus years. One Champions League final. With the money spent and the great amount. When you just think about it, you just think it's an absolute disgrace. And you just think what players like Ozil and Sanchez must be thinking in the back of their heads. Because obviously we're now having some contract issues with them now. And they must be looking back on this game and thinking, well, hang on a minute. How is this manager? This manager enticed us to come and sign for him. But yet the man wants us to rest our world-class keeper. He wants to rest our summer marquee signing in Xhaka. And then he wants to start inexperienced players like Iwobi, who wasn't that bad today anyway, but inexperienced players. He doesn't want to start up a recognised proper striker up front, right? To go alongside Sanchez. These same mistakes. I can now look back and see why players like Van Persie and Nasri want to leave. Because of this. The manager is holding us back. You want a perfect representation of why the manager is holding us back. Watch this game again. And I know a lot of people couldn't watch it tonight because obviously it was on BT Sport. I mean, I had to get up on stream, and it's always hard watching Champions League games, and it's really frustrating me at this point in time. And sometimes it can be difficult to come out with these match reviews on a school night and on a work day as well. But but yeah, overall, I thought we were really lucky this game. We always get lucky in Europe. Always getting lucky. But that luck just takes us nowhere. We're not like a Chelsea who can come up with some mad heroics and go on to semi-finals and finals and win the damn thing. No, I mean, can you just imagine us going into the next game and losing that now? It wouldn't even be a meltdown. It'd just be almost like a riot outside the stadium. I mean, the only positive I can come out today is just Ospina And the fact that Giroud, apart from the sending off with that altercation with Verratti and some of the players, um, like Rabiot and whatever, Giroud made an impact. But why we didn't start him, is beyond me. I mean, why does Wenger, crucify our team? Why does he do this? I mean, this team and this club had so much potential to go out and do some, not even just this season, but last season. If we just actually change up the formation and stop, experimenting with these crap players like Walcott and with these crap, outdated systems and the continuation and the how inept he is and the naivety and the stubbornness, to persist with these formations. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. I mean, he tries to emulate Guardiola's Barcelona, where he's passing football around the box, and I mean, Özil could barely even get any runners on the ball in the first half. I mean, it's madness. Like I said, it's him who's holding us back, Wenger. I mean, why is he not like Guardiola, constantly switching up the formation? There's no real bravado in this manager at all. There is no bravado. At least Pep, for example, has the bravado and the boldness to go out and loan out an underperforming Joe Hart, which in turn was the right thing to do. I mean, he's had a bad start in Torino. Why is he not like this with Walker and all these underperforming substandard players? I mean, at least Guardiola could actually, go out and make players play good, make underperforming players play well. It's not like Wenger's doing this because he ain't. He can't get the best out of Iwobi so far. He can't get the best out of Sanchez up front. He's getting the best. I mean, Guardiola right now, as we've seen recently, and what we're gonna see out of him this coming season, and it's coming. Sterling, who's absolutely pants in the Euros. I mean, that's all I can say. Sterling pants comes out and best player in the Premier League so far. Can Wenger do this with any of our players? No. I just think to myself, what are these players like Sanchez, even Czech, and Ozil must be thinking? We should have been able to. I know people are going to say, oh yeah, but it's PSG. Oh, they got world-class players like Verratti and Silva. So what? We have world-class players, for God's sake. We should be coming here thinking, all right, yes, we can come in and get a win. I mean, if Chelsea can actually go out and get some positive results against PSG, why can't we? PSG aren't even that good anymore these days. They lost 3-1 to Monaco. Arsenal are meant to be a better team than Monaco. But yet we're still here settling out for a draw. Those players should be absolutely be livid tonight that we couldn't beat PSG. There's absolutely no reason why we couldn't have beaten PSG, and I'm still upset about this. I'm still angry because we should have beaten PSG regardless. And the thing is, we got to actually top this group this year, because if we don't, we'll be getting Barcelona or Real Madrid. Barcelona went out and smashed Celtic 7-0. And then we'll be looking back at this game, as we always do, thinking to ourselves, well, if we actually, went out to PSG and beat them and, done a lot better, then maybe we could have been in a chance to go further. But no, it's always round of 16. Is this what we want? Is this what our football club wants? Because mind you, Spurs could actually come out and do something this year. I don't know if you remember 6 years ago when Tottenham absolutely annihilated Inter Milan of Serie A. Can I just go back to and remind the players that actually went to the quarterfinals of that year and it was quite unfortunate to be knocked out? Peter Crouch, who is a long forgotten reject from Liverpool. I mean, and, you know, Liverpool have had some strong rejects and flops in recent years. Palacios, who couldn't even get into the Stoke team. I don't even think he's affiliated with any club at this point in time. If he is, yes, not any good club. Defoe, all right, he's a good player, but you know he's at a tin pot club. And with no disrespect to Sunderland, I mean I do respect Sunderland, but they're not up for it anymore. They're not what they were decades ago. And the thing is, Tottenham have been finishing mid-table in recent years. I mean, their fans have been almost not too much happy with mediocrity because, yes, they've been getting into the Champions League recently and Europa, but that board and that manager must be going, they must be now thinking, what are we going to do to improve? Because those fans have now to endure that crap tonight. And it was crap in that first half. We are underachievers. Perennial underachievers. And if this is how we're going to go about things, then pack your bags, Wenger, collect your P45 and leave at the end of the season. Because I don't want to have to come and make a review on this channel anymore and say, alright, we failed in Europe again. We bottled everything in the league. We underachieved in the league again, right? All it is top four, yeah? Or potentially we could have fallen out of the top four because Tottenham and Liverpool have been looking really good. I don't want to be coming into the start of next season being like, oh, we got to do this again. We got to do that again. Because it's going to be absolute rubbish. Anyway, I've got to end this match review. Thank you very much for watching this match review. I'll be back for the next Premier League game coming up shortly. I'll be back for the Chelsea game, which is a big fixture coming up. My man in the match for this game, because of his heroics and his reflexes for this game, would be David Ospina, and I'm going to give him a solid 8 out of 10 because I thought he could have done better for the first goal. But thank you very much for watching this game, and I'll be back for the next match review. Bye for now.